so much sun there.
Hi, I'm Chuck Holton. Thanks for watching The Hot Zone. We are back in Armenia, and it is beautiful here. Unbelievable weather. So much better than the last time we were here when it was 15 degrees. And we're out in the countryside outside of a place called Echmadzin. Echmadzin. This is my great friend Elena, who definitely needs a husband. And so if you're in the market, give us a call. Look her up. Look how beautiful she is. That's all we need to say. So Elena works with refugees and other needy people as a humanitarian aid worker, as a missionary here in Armenia. And she brought us out to visit this family. We're not going to show you the family just for their security, but we want to tell you what happened today. So tell me a little bit about this family.
So this family consists of 5 people, which are the parents, their 2 sons. One is mentally
special needs.
Yes, he's special needs, and the other son got wounded in his leg by a cluster bomb during the Artsakh war, and he's also newly married. So they all live in this house, and we came to visit them.
So we came out here to visit them. They're farmers. They grow crops in these greenhouses for a living, and it's been a really tough winter for them in a lot of ways.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So the winter has been tough, obviously, because their son got back home from the war with a wounded leg. It was completely shattered, and they put it all back together. So he's in the process of healing, and they also lost their grandmother in the same time, who was living with them and helping them a lot around the house. So it was emotionally and financially tough winter for them.
Not only that, but their house is being foreclosed on because they haven't been able to make payments on their house.
Yes.
And they didn't even have enough money really to buy firewood for the winter. They had an indoor wood stove, a wood heat. You go inside and you see the soot all over the ceiling and the walls.
The walls are black.
So it was a very difficult and cold winter. They have single pane windows here. Elena, what have you been trying to do to help them with that?
So when I first came to see this family, obviously I tried to help them financially and offer them food assistance in order to decrease the stress and the burdens that they have. And then I saw that they don't have proper windows, which means the house is not well isolated. Insulated, and they basically they need to buy more firewood. And it costs, more money. So I did fundraising, and I raised money to buy them new windows.
And new windows aren't going to help them a whole lot if they don't get to keep their house.
Exactly.
So they haven't been able to make the payments on their house.
Yeah.
All of their bills only run about $300 a month.
Yeah.
But $300 a month is a lot when you're living on tomatoes and cucumbers that are not growing very well because it's 15 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So it's been a really tough year. And we just brought our group here. We've got 16 people traveling with us this time to Armenia. And we're so excited to get a chance to come out and meet this wonderful family and visit with them in their house. And I'm blown away by the spread that they put on for us.
Yes.
Because they have so little, and I think they blew like their weekly grocery budget just on snacks and coffee and drinks for us to
And they
entertain.
found out that we're coming only today. I literally called them 1.5 hours before we arrived.
So, as it turns out, all that it is going to take to fix their problem with their house is $4,000. That's all they need to pay off their house, and then they won't have that worry anymore.
Yeah.
Incidentally, this is a house that was built by their grandparents. It's been in their family for multiple generations, and they had to take money from the bank out with their house as collateral to build these greenhouses so that they'd have a way to make a living.
Yeah.
But it really hasn't turned out very well because of the payments that they've had to make. But thanks to the generosity of the people that are on this trip and viewers of the Hot Zone, we're going to pay off their house for them. And they're not going to have to worry about that anymore. So thank you very much. I know this is a short Hot Zone. We've got a lot more coming, but we're running so hard. Thank you so much for supporting us and for watching the Hot Zone, because we're not just making the news, we're making the news better for the people that we cover with this podcast and with the news that we tell. So thank you, Elena, for showing us these people.
Thank you for your generosity.
And thank you, Hot Zone viewers, for being a part of it. We'll see you next time.